What's going on, guys? We're back in NHL 20 today, playing some franchise mode with the New York Islanders. So this will be the last series before we head off to NHL 21. This is very exciting times. Let me just get on my phone and we have some news to talk about. Gotta pull up what I read online for NHL 21. I don't know if this is... it's... Alright. So, we're reading into franchise mode. Here we go. I'm reading this off a website, GameInformer.com. I believe it's been updated. Hopefully has. Alright. Goes as follows. This is paraphrased, sometimes actual writing. I didn't post this. This isn't my information. This is what it says. Last but not least, franchise mode is getting a fun new minigame to capitalize on the chaos that comes with the trade deadline day. GMs are extremely busy in this period deciding whether to be sellers or buyers and trying to finagle the best deal for their clubs. Now leading up to the trade deadline, you'll get reports of what players might be on the block. And that you may want to scout. When the day hits, on the calendar, it becomes a minigame. From 6 a.m. until the day closes, it's a frantic mad dash. Monitoring available players on the block, making proposals to teams, seeing counter proposals, seeing feed on the screen of transactions as they happen. And that is it. So it's a trade deadline. So back in 2014, they had the phones. I don't know if they had it in 15. I know for sure in 14 they had the phones, which was pretty cool. So now on deadline day, what information I just read to you, I'll try to get it on the screen. Hopefully I do. If I don't, you'll have to take my word for it, or go to GameInformer.com, and I just looked up NHL 21. So that is that. That is for franchise mode. I'm going to be coming out with a Be a Pro as well, and then we're going to cover the Be a Pro news for NHL 20. Or NHL 21, sorry. Alright, now to get into this episode. So, what you guys are seeing is the contract screen, and you might be asking yourself, why are we seeing this contract screen if you're starting a new series? Well, you have to take my word for it, but I was going into edit I did the first episode of this, was going into edit it. It was like an hour and a half episode. I was going into edit it, and the voice is all messed up, so hopefully the voice isn't messed up for this. So I'm going to give you the rundown of the Stanley Cup champions. So this year it was the Tampa Bay Lightning. They also won the President's Trophy, so they broke the curse. And Edmonton met them in the finals. McKinnon, Art Ross, Marchand, Hart, Hedman, Norris, McKinnon, Lady Bing, Philip Zadina gets the Calder. Conn Smythe goes to Nikita Kucherov. Andrei Vasilevsky wins the Vezina and the M. Jennings. Masterton goes to Edler. Vegas gets to Jack Adams. Selke to Barkov. Ted Lindsay to Marchand. And Ovechkin with the Maurice Richard. And we didn't get any awards in the AHL. So the playoff tree. No, we did not make the playoffs this year, but I'll go over some of the trades. I didn't write them down. I kind of just got in because I'm a bit upset about the first episode. So I'm getting in and I'm going to go with the flow. So, the first round was Winnipeg and Dallas. Winnipeg won in the West. Colorado gets eliminated by the Sharks. Edmonton gets eliminated by the Coyotes. Vegas sweeps the defending Stanley Cup champion Blues. Then Edmonton beats Vegas, and San Jose beats Winnipeg. Then Edmonton beats San Jose in the conference final. That's how they got to the Stanley Cup final. The first round, the Capitals beat the Columbus Blue Jackets. Sorry, I had the hiccups. Philly beat the Florida Panthers. Boston beat the Buffalo Sabres. Fun fact of Buffalo, I'll tell you guys after we do this. Tampa Bay beat Toronto in the first round. Tampa Bay then went on to beat the Bruins. Philly went on to beat the Capitals, and it was Tampa-Philly in the final. And then Tampa beat them in 7. So Tampa had a tough road to the Stanley Cup. Bridgeport, we beat the Providence Bruins, but then lost to the Lee Valley High Phantoms. Alright, now to take a look at the player stats. So there's a couple guys I signed. Gustafson, O'Reilly, Corrado, Blum, and that's it. We have a couple more guys, but Aho was not the leading point man. I would like to show you who that was, but we'll have to look at him in a second. But Aho should be possibly top 6 if he gets good growth this year. Could possibly be a top 6 defenseman for us in the future, and he is top line eligible because we have a coach. As we're gonna flip back, there you go. So I'll show you the draft picks we made. We made quite a few of them. I'll go over the first major ones. So the fun fact that I want to show you with Buffalo is we went to go move at the deadline. We went to go move centerman Brock Nelson. He got traded to Vegas, then put up 11 points in 24 games, put 22 up in 55 for us. Got traded, instantly played better for them, and he's on their power play. Well, how did you get him, you may ask? I used a trade finder for the majority of my trades, except like through the draft, because I feel like I can make a fair value trade in the draft. But through the season, I like to use trade finder. So we used trade finder on Nelson. Who came up? You don't see him here, but it was Marc-Andre Fleury. Because they have Robin Lehner and Garrett Sparks and Dansk, they needed to free someone up. This is how I look at it. They needed to free someone up, and because they'd rather Robin Lehner, they traded us for Brock Nelson for more center depth. You see them down center now. They have their 85, 84, and their 83. They're pretty deep down the center, and he's there for 6 more-ish years. I believe 6 or 5. Well, how does Marc-Andre Fleury, why is he not on our team? You see Carter Hutton. I'll get to Georgiev in a second. Carter Hutton started the season with the Buffalo Sabres. This is where Buffalo comes in. We wanted a top round pick because we traded our pick to the who did we trade our pick to? We traded them to Ottawa for Pajot. So this is where Fleury comes in. We traded for Fleury, or we gave away Fleury to Buffalo. They wanted someone a little bit better than Ullmark. He had a pretty decent season. He's not in the NHL. I don't know why. He played the whole year in the NHL, so it was Fleury and Ullmark to end the season. The first round pick we got was the 24th overall, and we selected with the 24th overall a player from the, where is he? Erie Otters. Come on. Where is he? Jamie Drysdale. So he was our first pick of the draft. Our first pick as the GM was Jamie Drysdale, offensive defenseman from the Erie Otters. He had a pretty good year. He's going to play in Erie this year. Our second and third picks, this is where it gets exciting. I found Blanchard in the draft. I'll show you what their line fit is at the beginning of the year. I found Alec Blanchard. He's pretty solid. I mean, for playing in the U.S. Development Program, or the USHL, he had 24 goals, 36 assists, for 60 points in 66 games. This guy was our pick. This was now in the second round. He was our 40th pick. We did some finagling with picks. I can maybe bring up those trades. We did some finagling with picks. We ended up getting from the Carolina Hurricanes a second. Yep, 2 seconds from them. With the first second, we selected Blanchard. I think he could be a really good fit, maybe second line, third line. Here is where the next pick comes in. So right after that, Carolina had both these picks. We traded for it because I did the pre-draft scouting, and I found this man. I seen him as NHL ready, and he is a second-round steal playmaker. 78 overall, low elite. I can grow that if he has a good year. He probably will start in the AHL. Him and Blanchard would start in the AHL. So those were our three really good picks. We also drafted Doug Jovanovski out of the U.S. Development Program, or USHL. A medium backup, could be pretty solid. We drafted this Russian goaltender, 18 years of age, high backup. And then we also drafted Kyler Barrett, medium French starter. We also drafted Quenneville in the third round. He is a defensive defenseman, hopefully pinch shoot. I think he was. All these defensemen are pinch shoot. We got Bolduc as well. Was he our pick? 29. No, he wasn't ours. Quincy was ours. He was another third round pick. I just want to see who fits, because right now we have our offensive defenseman in Drysdale, our offensive defenseman in Aho. If Drysdale fits, then he is our offensive defenseman. If not, he's expendable. So the first thing we're going to do is sign up Drysdale. I'm going to get Quenneville a contract, Quincy a contract, and this Russian defender a contract. They were all good pieces for us. Jovanovski is the only one getting a contract this year from me. All the rest of them can sit there. Blanchard, you're getting a contract. 17 years old too, right? So this guy could be a very big piece for us. We had a late round, 7th round, Koski. Hoffman was a pick this year. So we drafted 2 Erie Otters. McEachran. With our second to last pick, Sniper. And then we have a couple of centermen. I brought on Molson, a grinder. Primo, we traded from Vegas, so we got Primo in the deal too, I believe. And then we're gonna go with you. We'll get you all signed up, and Leninov was our pick as well. A grinder. I want to get him in. See what we can do with him. I think he is a big piece. Alright. Now for the big stuff. Due up is Matt Barzell. And I think maybe a bridge deal for this guy. Because he wants $9 million, right? We're only saving about $1 million, but if we do 1 year, who is due up next year? Anybody? I thought Boychuk was. He's the year after. So this is this year coming, right? This coming year. He's got 2 years left. I don't know who I was thinking of. Hold on. How many years does... We need to find him. Here, highest paid player right there. Boychuk. How many years do you have left? 2. So I think we do the smart thing. We also traded for Finisankov. I think the smart thing to do is Wallstrom has 3 years left. He is now an 82, and he fits well with our AHL coach. Smart thing to do is get Barzell on a 2-year deal. What is he? Yeah, like we can get him for like 7. We'll try for 7-8 on a 2-year deal. Ryan Pollock, same kind of thing. No, we might as well sign him to the 4. Actually, yeah, we might as well sign him to the 4. Hosang, just a 1-year deal. You're going to be assigned a trade at the beginning of the year. I think you played really, really good in the minors, but I think you're going to be assigned a trade. Taze, I'll qualify for now. I don't know if I'm keeping you. We have Aho. I know I'm keeping. 2 years at that. If we get him up to like 80 next year, hell of a deal for us. You want all skaters unsigned, right? All skaters, all expiring. There we go. We want the best of the best. So we got the couple best here. We're going to drop Kunackle because he wants 1-3. We're going to drop Andy Green because he wants 1-4. Keep dropping Martin for now. Hold on to Corrado. Hold on to a right. Are you a DFT? Yeah, we're going to hold on to you. I'm going to finish this up, guys, and I will see you for free agency. I know this could get a bit boring, so I'll go through it quick. Alright, so we got Barzell back for 2 years. We got Soderstrom back to play in the AHL. We got Taze is now in free agency. I don't know what I want to give him yet, if I want him back. Here is the look at free agency. This is a big one. The thing is, we don't have Brody. Okay, we need to find, yeah, because some of you might still say Preserve Sherry. Okay, so I'm gonna go through it quickly. We got our first line done. If I find any options in goal, so Robin Lehner enters the market. So Vegas doesn't have a goalie now. Interesting. Linus Ullmark is available as well. I mean, we have our goalie for the future. Oh yes, we got Georgiev to back up next year. So hopefully he does well. And our coach is not Augustini. It is Kolzig. We're going to fire Augustini. The only thing is, Kolzig, if he grows, I think one more good year for him. But if we find a coach that has what he has, which is overload, carry, shoot, balance, and we sign him for a year. Overload, shoot, balance. Overload, carry, cycle. This might be our pinch cycle. Overload, carry, cycle, efficient, don't block. I know don't block is what Barzell has. I think he would be perfect for Barzell almost. Perfect for Lee, perfect for Beauvillier. I'm gonna give this guy Eminger. We want, 5 years will do. I'm gonna max out your deal. Try to get you on the team. Because you can make the difference next year. We got our coach for the future. He just needs to groom. But this guy can take over right now and play pretty solid for us. Let's stop at 5-5. I think we're going to go with it. Do we do the switch up? He fits so well with... Yeah, because he was overload, carry, shoot. Balance. He is carry, cycle. Okay, we're gonna fire you, and we're gonna bring on a new coach. We're gonna revamp it for. So what were you? You was a overload, carry, cycle, efficient, don't block. Carry, cycle, efficient, don't block. Carry, cycle, efficient, don't block. Carry, cycle. Carry, cycle, efficient, don't block. Carry, cycle. Okay, so you guys don't do it. Carry, cycle. We need to find it. Where is it? Carry, cycle. Carry. Where is it? Carry, cycle. We're in the defensive coaches now. carry. It's got to be overload, carry, cycle. No, it's not here. AHL assistance. This must be a rare coach then, and for us to find him. Huh. We just need to get one here. Overload, carry, cycle. Carry, cycle, efficient, don't block, pinch, cycle, pinch. Carry, cycle, efficient, don't block. I think you're it. AHL head coach here. I think you're it. Okay. This might be a little bit longer of an episode than we anticipated. Okay. Now that we got that, we gotta find some guys that maybe can fit. Simmons probably had a really good year. Yeah. Yeah, he had a good year. So we need to find cheap. Cheap is what we need to find. Cheap but worth it. Cheap but worth it. I will come back to you guys when we have our guy. Alright, so stuff has gone down. So, we'll try to get to the list. We are in July now. Picking and trading. Here we go. So, a couple trades went down. Carter Hutton and a 5th from us gets reacquired by Buffalo, and we get a 4th and a 7th. I think that's obviously a good deal because, we don't really need Hutton, at all. And then the Islanders, we acquire a 1st-round pick for this upcoming draft from Nashville and a 1st for next year for Josh Bailey and a 3rd. What a deal that was. And last but not least, Devin Taves. We get a 2nd as well this year. And Devin Taves is 3 years in Ottawa. I think those are all good takes for us. I'll get us to the beginning of the year where we can figure out the lines. Alright, so I edited all the lines up. And here is what we have for this year. So, first line left wing, Lee. First line, Lee Barzal Wallstrom. He's going to get his chance to shoot his shot here with the Islanders. Barzal, not a great fit. Second line, Hosang, Beauvillier, Eberle. It's not a great way of doing stuff. The third line's really where it kicks in, and Dmitry Karpovtsev could have a rookie season for the ages if he can just get it done. It'll be Ladd, Karpovtsev, Aberg, 85, 83, 84. That's nuts. And then you got +1 on your 4th line. This is probably one of the best teams I've created off the bat, 2nd year. And then we got, so they're even. That's pretty solid. We got a solid top 4 with the +5s. Kristen Hughes was a complete hit, so hopefully we can re-sign him after his contract's up. And Johnny Boychuk could hopefully become $6 million, possibly. We got Yusu Ricola and Noah Dobson as well. And then for goalies, you got Varlamov and Alex Georgiev. Alexander Georgiev. Now for the AHL. So the AHL, yikes. Here we go. Try to do that. Fritz just doesn't fit anywhere. Blanchard does. You know what, we'll do that then. Blanchard will get top line ice. Thing with him, he was a complete miss. He does work really, really well third line, but not. He doesn't work well power play. So he could be a third line specialist for the future. Fletcher just needs to be set as a playmaker. Hopefully doable. And he might be able to grow. Undrafted, he might be able to grow. You also have Holmstrom. But here is where the defense works out. The issue with this is if Aho doesn't grow into a top tier player this year, I don't think he ever will. The other issue is he's a pinch cycle. And I believe, I have to double check, but I believe Jamie Drysdale is a pinch shoot. Which I tried it. It's like a Jonathan Blum pinch shoot. He doesn't really fit. +3 is not terrible, but you want the +5. Clarence Quincy is probably defender of the future for us right now. He's perfect fit there. Gustafsson and Vyacheslav Vishnevsky as well, defenseman for the future, and Quenneville is, well, third line pair for the future. So this could be what you look like in the NHL in the coming years. I think it's a really, really good fit. And then you got your goalies. We're going to give Soderstrom ice, but Doug Jovanovski was a bust. Let's see if he still is, as he is going to get a chance to shoot his shot in the AHL. So that was everything. We're done. Captain time. Lee stays as captain. Pollock. We'll give it to Johnny Boychuk, but Pollock will lose the A. And that goes straight on to Matt Barzal. I think next year we lose Lee as the captain, downgrade him to an assistant. We give Barzal his team. I believe that's the plan of action. Sitting on an hour, we can get episode 2 done tonight as well. So I'm going to call it here. We're going to end it. I'm going to pick it right back up, though. You won't see the first episode. Probably it should be Saturday for you guys watching. And then hopefully Sunday tomorrow you can see the second episode. Anyways, guys, that'll do it for this video. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you liked it. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe for more awesome NHL content. Peace out.